Good morning. I'm Sarah. I'm owner of Family First Doula Service here in Regina, and I just wanted to talk with you guys for a quick minute about a big event that we have coming up this June. If you've been following my page already, you know that I'm a pretty active advocate in terms of improving maternal mental health and creating new ways that women can access care here in the city. With that said, I'm so excited to say that I'll be leading for the third time this year an event called Climb Out of the Darkness, which is a major fundraiser for Postpartum Progress. Postpartum Progress is an online community. It's much more than just a website, and was a major part of my own recovery when I went through postpartum depression after the birth of my second daughter. Saying that, it's getting easier and easier to talk about as time goes by, and I just wanted to share a little bit about my story, because about 1 in 5 new moms actually suffer from maternal mental health issues, and it's the number one birth complication to date. So if you're out there right now, just know if you're struggling, you're not alone, and we're really here to help. As a doula, my job is to really help connect moms to information and support. And I thought I knew what this meant as a birth worker, but it wasn't until I experienced it myself that I really got a front row view of what postpartum depression feels like and how it affects your day-to-day life. So with that said, I also know how difficult it is for moms to reach out and find the resources that they need to get better. I hear it all the time, from moms that come up to me or message me online saying, I didn't know I was struggling until you posted that thing about that climb, or you posted that article about the signs and symptoms of postpartum depression. And I think lots of moms are just sort of going along with their day thinking motherhood is just really, really hard, when in fact, they could be struggling with depression and anxiety, which is quite common. And so, with our climb, it's growing this year. I think it's going to be the biggest one that we've had so far. My first year leading was an interesting day. I was just sort of recovering myself, and wasn't sure if I could put together an event for the city, but there was a voice inside saying that I needed to march forward and continue. And that was one of the best days. I showed up, thinking maybe it was just going to be me and my family climbing that day. And moms came out. Moms that I had never met before showed up at our event, and it was so empowering to know that I wasn't alone, and that, we also had the power to change the way women get help. And from that year on, it's just really encouraged me to keep going and share my story and help get moms the help that they need. So if you have seen my Facebook page, I would really love for you to get online and register for our climb. We're going to be holding it at Wascana Park. We're starting at the bandstand on June 18th, and we'll be doing a walk around Wascana. Of course, it's a climb, but living here in Saskatchewan, we don't necessarily have tons of mountains and things to climb, so we will be walking and making sure it's really accessible for new moms. If you'd like to volunteer in any way, you can contact me at sarah@familyfirstdoulas.com. But there's also a few other things going on in the community that, I would love for you to know about. The first being, we have a petition circling around that we would really like to get the EPDS screening into every single doctor's office. So when a mom comes in for a checkup, they need to be screening moms, and we need to make sure that is mandatory, because here's the thing. The sooner we screen moms and the sooner we assess them for the help that they need, they can get better. Postpartum depression is temporary and treatable, and women don't know that. So we need our family physicians to back this up and get on board and help us help moms get better. So if you could jump on my page or the Mother First Maternal Mental Health Saskatchewan page and sign that petition, we'll be circulating it for the next, however long it takes to get that screening in. Secondly, we're also doing a film screening for a documentary called The Dark Side of the Full Moon. This film was produced by a fellow warrior mom that I've connected with through Postpartum Progress, and it really sheds light on some of the gaps in care and how women are sort of slipping through the cracks. And we're losing women every single day to this illness. This illness is major, but yet nobody's talking about it. So we want to end that. We want to start talking about it so moms can get the help they need. They don't need to suffer in silence. They don't need to suffer any longer than necessary. So May 15th, we'll be screening that at the Royal Saskatchewan Museum. You can find tickets on my website at www.familyfirstdoulas.com, and there'll be a link there. So we would really love your support, and come on out, have a glass of wine, and we can visit, and it's going to be a really great night. So if you are in need of help, feel free to contact me. I'm here to help you. My goal is to help you figure out what a real game plan looks like in order to start feeling better. You don't have to do this alone. When I was not doing well, I really wanted to go in, talk to someone who understood the postpartum, who'd been there as a mom perhaps, who could really validate the fact that having a new baby in itself is a challenge, let alone when we're suffering with mental health issues. So I'm not a mental health professional per se, but I'm sort of that middle ground that can help you figure out where to go and what sort of options are available, because treatment looks different to everybody. Sometimes medication and the idea of maybe using medication to feel better is pretty scary. I mean, it's all pretty scary. So I want to help reduce that fear and let moms know that we can get there and you don't have to do it alone. So if you need support, feel free to reach out, and I'd love to hear from you. So I hope you guys can all make it to our climb. I would love for you to visit postpartumprogress.org to learn more about the organization. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. So we'll chat soon. See you later.